guys, what is up? It is Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. My name is Nick Parsons, and this is the Betting Memo. This is the show that gets you caught up with everything going on over at SportsMemo, with a focus on trying to deliver as many winning picks to you guys as possible. So on today's show, I'm going to have a featured capper, Sniper Wes. He started off the college football season at 4-1, and he leads SportsMemo, and I'll get into more about that here shortly. We'll also have a round of rapid fire free picks, another 11 free picks coming today on the rapid fire free picks section. We will also have my Parsons best bet and actual client play. The last 2 days, I've had look ahead college football plays. Today, I have a WNBA play tonight, a great situational play in my opinion. And we will also have the gold sheet free play. We'll just get into the gold sheet free play right now, guys. If you like the NFL and college football, then you should definitely get to know about the gold sheet. They are a company that's been around since the late 1950s, and they supply picks on both Wager Talk and at SportsMemo. And they also supply me with a gold sheet free play on every Betting Memo show. So guys, let's just get right into the Wednesday gold sheet free play. And so guys, the gold sheets free play for Wednesday is on Indiana at Old Dominion, over 54.5 points scored. And this is on Saturday, guys, at 2:30 Eastern. And so the gold sheet's main points are that new Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza threw for over 3,000 yards with a 68.7% completion rate at Cal. Also, that Indiana's offense was number 1 in the country in EPA per dropback, number 2 in yards per dropback, and number 1 in passing success rate last season. Additionally, that ODU played at a top 20 pace last year, and that the over was 9-3 in Indiana's regular season games last season. And the gold sheet finishes by saying the over was 7-3 in ODU's last 10 games as well last year. So if you want to check out more about the gold sheet, guys, note that the college football week 1 edition of the football gold sheet newsletter is available for just $5. You get analysis and predictions on every college football game this weekend from the country's longest running sports betting newsletter. To take advantage, visit wagertalk.com/goldsheet/football to pick up this week's issue for just $5. On every Betting Memo show, there is a little bit of business to take care of. I have to tell you about the specials over at SportsMemo, but we will run through these 3 really quickly, guys. The most popular option is called Flex Picks, and here's how that works. So guys, Flex Picks, it gives you the ultimate flexibility to access the daily picks you want from the experts that you trust. And so if you buy a Flex Picks pass, 3, 7, or 30-day, you can stay with one handicapper the whole time, or you can switch your selected expert every day. You can plan ahead or go day by day, and you can change your mind at any time. You can switch your selected expert right up until the plays are released. And you can also skip days at your convenience. So if you have a 30-day flex pass, you do not need to use it 30 consecutive days in a row. Guys, it is the most flexible and affordable way to stay ahead with expert betting advice. And now on Wednesdays throughout the summer, it's $5 Wednesday. So that is today, guys. Every handicapper releases one $5 play on Wednesday. It's a great opportunity to load up on a variety of top plays from a variety of handicappers. There's no coupon needed and there is no limit. And then finally, guys, 50% off Fridays, same sort of thing as $5 Wednesdays, in that every handicapper releases one 50% off package. It's another great opportunity to take advantage and save at the same time. Okay, guys, time for the Parsons best bet. As I said, the last 2 days I've had college football picks coming this weekend, but tonight I'm back on the WNBA hardwood. And the game I'm looking at, it sees the Connecticut Sun at the Dallas Wings. So let's get into it. And so, guys, as primarily a situational capper, I love the way that this one sets up for the home side. I have only +1.5 in this one. And then a few other additional injuries were announced for Dallas. Paige Buchers is listed as questionable, so who knows? The line went as high as 4. It's continuing to fluctuate. I've seen it drop back down a little bit. But, guys, whatever line you can get, as I say, I really like the way this one sets up for Dallas from a situational standpoint. Now, Connecticut has been getting the job done for bettors of late. It's covered in 6 straight, and they've surprisingly gone 4-2 straight up over that span as well. But despite the recent uptick in play, Connecticut is still just 9-28 overall this season, including 3-16 on the road. Dallas is only 9-29 overall, including only 5-15 at home. One of those victories came over the Sun back on June 20th as Dallas held on for the 86-83 outright win as a 4.5-point dog. Buchers finished with 7 for 16 for 21 points in the victory. Now the Wings, they have lost 5 straight, but now here's a game that they can win. They faced some decent teams over that stretch. They lost to LA twice. They lost to Las Vegas and Seattle, and then most recently to Golden State by a score of 90-81. But as far as scheduling is concerned, this one definitely favors Dallas, in my opinion. After the Wings hit the road for 4 straight, including at Atlanta, Minnesota, Golden State, and LA. So barring a massive upset, Dallas will likely finish 0-4 over that road trip. And then they finish the year with a home game against the Phoenix Mercury, who are currently ranked 3rd in a heated playoff race. And so this is probably the last chance for the Wings to realistically win this season, and they have the home court advantage to try and do it. The Sun, on the other hand, return home to face 2 of the best in the league, with Minnesota and Atlanta coming to town. And so Connecticut has already been eliminated from the playoff contention as well. I see it getting caught looking ahead here to those more high-profile contests. And so, guys, that's the way I see this one going down. I'm approaching it from a situational standpoint. That's my official Parsons best bet for Wednesday. I'm rolling with the Dallas Wings plus the points. I have plus 1.5. You guys will for sure be able to get a better line on that one. Gentlemen, if you want to support me and support the show and support all of the handicappers over at SportsMemo, the easiest way to do that is just to smash the like button, to please leave some comments, whether you agree or disagree. Also, hit the bell icon. Every time we go live, you guys will get notified, and you can take advantage of the information we're putting out there for you guys. All of this stuff is super simple to do. It really does help us out, though, and it allows us to continue to put out this content for you guys. Okay, guys, and joining me in the online studio today here on Wednesday is Sniper Wes. And so, Sniper, hey, after week 0, you have jumped out to the 4-1 start to the college football season. So congratulations on that. And obviously, I know that you're going to have a bunch of plays up for week 1 here. But before we get into that, you have a play that we're going to talk about here. It's Nebraska at Cincinnati. And so this is on Thursday, guys, at 9 Eastern. And the Huskers, they're 7-point favorites roughly, and the total is 53.5. So how do you see this one going down there, Sniper?
Well, I'm super excited. First of all, Nick, I got to say, we get a full slate of college football. We get 3 days of college football. It's not just week 0, just Saturday. We get a lot of it. We get a full slate. So I'm very excited about it. So I'm looking at Nebraska and Cincinnati here. This game is at a neutral location. It is at Arrowhead, or Geehaw Field, I guess they call it now, where the Kansas City Chiefs play. So, Matt Rule, they have a great roster this season. It's kind of put up or shut up time for him. If you remember, he went to the Carolina Panthers, and he did not do all that well. He's come to Nebraska, and so far it's been a little bit lackluster, honestly, but I think they're going to have a good year. They have a pretty good roster. Dylan Raiola, he's their quarterback. He was kind of up and down last year, but they did get a bunch of wide receivers in the portal. They have a lot of talent on the offensive end of the football this year. Dana Holgerson, he was a great hire for Nebraska as far as their new offensive coordinator as well. Cincinnati, they were 5-7 last year, 3-6 in the Big 12, 4-7-1 against the number. Brendan Sorsby, he's still their quarterback. If you remember, they lost 5 straight games to finish the year last year, so that was not very good. So Scott Satterfield, he's got to kind of turn it around. But what I do find funny, this line, it opened at -6.5 for Nebraska. The Cornhuskers favored -6.5, for about a month now. And it's still sitting there. It hasn't really moved, but I still think Nebraska is the right side. If you do remember too, Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, it's right near Iowa. So it's probably going to be a big home field advantage for the Cornhuskers. It's going to be a lot of Iowa fans headed down to Kansas City. So I think Nebraska is the right side here. I'm going to take the -6.5 over the Cincinnati Bearcats.
So, Wes, yeah, again, 4-1 after week 0. And so I know that you have a bunch of picks up this weekend, and then also the NFL is just around the corner. Why don't you tell everyone what you have available this weekend?
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. We have CFL. Man, I think I'm 8. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I'm 8-0 in my last 8 CFL plays. It's like they say, even a blind squirrel finds a nut, or a broken clock is right twice a day. But, just enjoying the run. And college, I went 4-1 in week 0, and probably going to have, I'm still finalizing my card. I was actually doing that right before I did this video with you, but I'm probably going to have maybe 5 or 6 plays for week 1 college action. Of course, UFC every weekend with Sniper West. UFC's been killing it as well, and looking forward to the NFL right around the corner also.
Guys, Sniper West is Wednesday's official featured capper. So Sniper, I'm looking forward to having you on next week before the NFL week 1 starts.
Awesome, Nick. I appreciate you having me on. So happy to be over here at Sports Memo. And as our buddy Tom McCreena says, let's cash some tickets.
My thanks to Wesley Sniper coming on, guys, and I will have him on again next week before week 1 of the NFL gets going. But just to quickly recap, my official Parsons best bet client play for Wednesday is on the Dallas Wings plus 1.5 at home to the Connecticut Sun. You guys will be able to get a better line. The Gold Sheet has a play on Indiana at Old Dominion over 54.5 points scored. And the featured free play from Sniper West is on Nebraska minus 6.5 on the road at Cincinnati on Thursday night. So do you guys agree or disagree with any of these picks? Please leave your comments down in the comment section. Super hot handicappers all over the place, guys. The leaderboards are changing every day. That's one of the coolest features about Sports Memo are the dynamic leaderboards. Let's quickly get caught up on the hottest handicappers right now. As I said, the leaderboards are now changing so quickly every day, guys, so it's definitely worth getting caught up on every Betting Memo show. Right now, it's the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dion D'Amico, that leads across all sports over the last 30 days with a 40-21 record. Mark David is starting to heat up at the ballpark, leading over the last 3 and last 7 days, but it's Dion D'Amico that leads over the last 30 days with a 21-8 record. The WNBA has been extremely competitive all season. I'm among the leaders, either number 1 or 2 on the site. I do have that Parsons best bet on the Wings this evening, but right now it's Tom McCreena that leads on the WNBA hardwood over the last 30 days with a 13-10 record. And as we just touched on it, guys, it's Sniper West that leads the site in college football after week 0 with the 4-1 record. And on the NFL gridiron, it is the D'Amicos that had a fantastic preseason. Joe is number 2 on the site with a 9-5 record, but it's Dion that leads over the last 30 days with a 6-1 record. And finally, in the CFL, it's Sniper West, who comes in off a big weekend last weekend and who leads over the last 30 days with a 12-4 record. We have a whole bunch of rapid fire free picks to get through here today, guys. These are just all of the free picks on the free picks page over at Sports Memo. They're coming at you rapid fire style. So here we go. Ricky Tran, he has a play on the Toronto Blue Jays minus 171 at home to Minnesota. The Insiders Room says take the Red Sox minus 142 on the road at Baltimore. Tim Michael has a play on the Texas Rangers minus 148 at home to the Angels. Pro Sports Pick says take the Reds plus 1.5 minus 130 on the road at the Dodgers on the run line. Mark David has a play on the under 8.5 in the Braves and the Marlins. I personally have an additional free play up on the Reds plus 178 on the money line, guys. Billy Coleman says take the Tigers minus 124 at the Athletics. LC Sports has a play on the Rays minus 129 on the road at Cleveland. Jackie Mack says take the Blue Jays minus 1.5 minus 110 on the run line at home to Minnesota. Steve Seagrave has a WNBA player prop on the over 2.5 assists for Asia Wilson tonight at minus 125. And finally, guys, Rob Vincelletti says take Everton minus 1.5 minus 135 against Mansfield. Thanks for watching the Betting Memo show today, guys. On today's show, we had 14 plays. We had our 3 official show plays, the Parsons Best Bet, our featured free play from Sniper West, and then also the Gold Sheet free play, and then another additional 11 plays coming in the rapid fire free pick section. Guys, on tomorrow's show, more picks, another featured handicapper. Good luck with everything that you're playing tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.